British overseas territories in the Caribbean face being lashed by another major hurricane as they attempt to recover from the deadly devastation unleashed by Irma. Hurricane Maria is gathering strength as it heads towards the Lesser Antilles, prompting alerts for the British Virgin Islands and Anguilla that lie to the west. The hurricane is currently producing winds of 85 miles per hour 140 kph which are predicted to increase as the storm follows a similar path to Irma. Graphic: The Foreign and Commonwealth Office is advising against all travel to the British Virgin Islands as Maria is expected to make landfall on Tuesday or Wednesday, with severe damage and coastal flooding expected. Similar warnings against all but essential travel are in place for Montserrat and Anguilla. Chris Austin, from the Department for International Development, who is now leading the UK's response to the disaster, said the Joint Task Force is anticipating having to provide further short-term relief as Maria edges closer. He said they have already provided 75 tons of aid, including shelter kits, food and water, but that the 5,000 tarpaulins already distributed could be lost in the new weather front. https://co567dzjfjgs Anguilla updated travel advice for Anguilla, Hurricanes Irma and Maria pic.twitter.com84skspukug, FCO travel advice at FCO September 18, 2017 We are planning for the unexpected. We are planning for the worst. We need to demonstrate our own resilience because there could be some pretty sharp backward steps, I think, Mr. Austin said. The U.S. National Hurricane Center said Maria was strengthening and has issued a hurricane warning for Guadeloupe, Martinique and the British Overseas Territory of Montserrat. St. Martin, Anguilla and the British Virgin Islands are all under hurricane watch, the center added. Brigadier John Ridge, the second-in-command of the Joint Task Force, said the UK's military helicopters and aircraft in the region will be kept out of harm's way in Barbados, where there is cover to protect them. The National Hurricane Center at NWSNHC confirms that Maria has intensified into a Category 1 hurricane, continuing to threaten the Caribbean. pic.twitter.com1smksmtalk Met Office at Met Office September 17, 2017 Storm Maria is set to arrive in Barbados on Sunday evening, although he stressed that it is not clear exactly which way it will track. It almost does not matter whether it tracks north of here or straight through here. If it tracks straight through here our problems are going to be the strength of the winds. If it tracks north of here we will be on the edge of the rain, he said. Even with an hour of rain here at the moment, it runs straight off as there is no vegetation. Normally it would get absorbed by the leaves, that's not there, and the storm drains which then divert the flow have all been blocked by the detritus that have run off the hills. Damage caused by Hurricane Irma on Anguilla. Ministry of Defence Brig Ridge said additional reserve troops will be sent to the British Virgin Islands, but defended his decision to put troops potentially in harm's way, stating it is a risk worth taking because it ensures extra capacity to deal with any immediate problems in the aftermath. Once the hurricane is through we can leap back into action. We have got the guys positioned in the right place, so they are ready to react, he said. Lieutenant Colonel Paul Maynard, commanding officer of 40 Commando Royal Marines, said the monitoring equipment to keep track of hurricanes is currently out of action on Tortola. https://coh7plhpec6p Montserrat FCO is currently advising against all but essential travel to Montserrat due to Hurricane Maria. pic.twitter.com mk92ayikji, FCO travel advice at FCO September 18, 2017 We are relying on other overseas territories and the US to just monitor that. The threat is very real, he added. He said the problem is that, because there is so much debris on the island following the damage caused by Irma, a Category 3 hurricane is just going to pick all that up, spin it around, and throw it like ammunition everywhere.